Hi subscribers and hi newcomers. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Canada Student Service Grant. In my video regarding the Canada Emergency Student Benefit, one of my viewers had asked about a grant that would be coming out from the government for volunteer work for students. At that time, there was just a small amount of information about the grant, and the Government of Canada website said, stay tuned, keep checking back. Well, there now has been an announcement about the Canada Student Service Grant, and we're going to get into it. Okay, let's talk about this grant. The grant is called the Canada Student Service Grant, and it offers students $1,000 to $5,000 to those who will volunteer in a not-for-profit organization or a charity. The volunteering must occur between June 25th, 2020 and October 31st, 2020. This grant is a great opportunity for students to gain experience and also for them to have a little bit more padding on their resume. Let's start with talking about who is eligible. If you're a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, a refugee, First Nations, Métis, or Inuit, you will be eligible for this grant. You also must be 30 years of age before December 31st, 2020. And of course, you must be enrolled as a part-time or full-time student in a recognized post-secondary institution in the spring or summer of 2020 or the fall of 2020, or you've recently graduated as a post-secondary student. If you were abroad during your studies and you are now living in Canada, you are also eligible. However, if you have received the Canada Emergency Response Benefit, you are not eligible for this grant. The volunteer opportunities must take place in Canada. They must support Canada's response to COVID-19. They also must comply with public health guidelines, and the volunteer must have a minimum of 2 volunteer hours per week for a minimum of 4 weeks. Also, the volunteering can either be in person or virtual. If you have already been volunteering for a not-for-profit or a charity, make sure you apply before August 21st, 2020. In order to apply for this grant, you will want to have a couple of things ready. Make sure that you have some sort of ID, like a driver's license or your passport. You will also need proof of either your registration at your post-secondary institution or proof of your graduation. And lastly, you will have to apply before August 21st, 2020. The last requirement that I'm going to talk about for this student grant is tracking your hours. You will need to make sure that you track your hours and that your hours get approved by your supervisor. The way the grant works is for every 100 hours you work, you will receive $1,000. So if you work 125 hours, 150 hours, 175 hours, you will not get paid $1,250, $1,500, or $1,750. You will only receive in increments of thousands for hours worked in increments of 100. So if you worked 100 hours, you will get paid $1,000. If you work 200 hours, you will get paid $2,000. That's strictly how they are providing this grant. So make sure you're aware of that when you're tracking your hours. If you're at 199 hours, you might want to make sure you work 1 more hour to get that $2,000. If you're a student and you're having troubles finding volunteer work or work in general, the government has provided a benefit for recent high school graduates who will be going to school to a post-secondary institution in the fall, or for post-secondary students or post-secondary graduates, called the Canada Emergency Student Benefit. If you'd like to know more about the Canada Emergency Student Benefit, just click on this video and it will take you right there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it and you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And there's a little bell once you hit the subscribe button that if you press it, it will give you notifications. In the description below, I have provided the link to the website where you can apply and learn more about the Canada Student Service Grant. I have also included a link to all my social media and my company, Key HR Services, if you're interested in learning any more about that.